Top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Today we got Able Tesfaye the Weeknd After Hours. Different setting this time. You know, the coronavirus changed some things up. You know, things are closing down. A lot of things are happening. So ride with me here. We in the car, so it's all good. So this is not going to be a song by song reaction like I normally do. I'm not going to go through each song and play it because this is an album that I really had to sit through 3-4 times to even give a review on. Even still, it hasn't been even 24 hours since After Hours has dropped, but here I am doing the review. I managed to get about 4 listens in, so I do just want to give a quick, first thoughts, first breakdown for y'all, because I know it's a big topic right now, and I know a lot of y'all are still listening to it for the first time. So first off, I really thought this was a really good album, great album. One of the first things that stuck out to me is it's really well sequenced. The track list, the way the songs, play one after another. It's not that the transitions between the songs are super clean or anything, but each track makes sense where it is on the track list. There's no tracks that feel out of place. Nothing really feels like filler. Each track kind of has its purpose, and the different types of production that you get throughout the album, the way the track list is set up, it's not overloading you, up front with all Metro Boomin or, backloaded with all illangelo. It's kind of, mixed in there and spurted around, so it makes for a really refreshing listen when you listen to it, and it makes it so you can play through it really easily. So the sequencing was one thing I wanted to talk about. The production is another thing. So just really great production, beautiful 808s. The Weeknd is working with illangelo. I've done a couple of the Weeknd reviews. I think I did Thursday. I think I did Echoes of Silence. Go check those out if you haven't already. Top5rapwebsite.com. But illangelo is someone who's been in the Weeknd's career as a producer. Always their music, everything they do together is always just great chemistry. So illangelo was on here a good amount, and also Metro Boomin. So I think that because the Weeknd, he has illangelo, someone who's been with him in his career for a while now, the fact that he was able to still stick with illangelo on this album, this far into his career, it keeps that kind of same signature sound that the Weeknd faithful and core fan base can expect. But he's also trying some new things on here too. On social media, I try to mute when albums come out and I know I'm going to do a review or a reaction. I'll mute the album name, I'll mute the artist at least for a week until I've listened to the album or until I've done a reaction for y'all. And I did the same with this album. But you can't block everything, something seep through. So I did notice that people were saying that this felt like a kind of like 80s dance pop vibe. And some songs feel like that. Not the whole album though, because the Weeknd still has, the sinister type songs that he's known for, like Faith, which is produced by Metro Boomin, illangelo, and the Weeknd. So you got Metro Boomin, he's coming there and he's throwing those 808s in there. And then you just got that same chemistry between the Weeknd and illangelo that you had throughout Trilogy. So Faith is one of those signature Weeknd songs. Also Alone Again, the first half, the beat kind of breaks down the second half. But that first half, signature Weeknd. But there's something interesting that happens around track number 9, Blinding Lights. The album does take on, I see why some people say it's like a 80s pop feel, dance, contemporary. But really what it is, it's dream pop. So it's an influence of dream pop. And I kind of felt the same way as I'm listening to songs like In Your Eyes and Save Your Tears. There's like a run of songs that are like that same, what people describe as 80s, what I describe as dream pop type feel to it. Kind of the dreamy guitar, the sped up drums. And there's a run of songs that happens in the latter part of the album, tracks 9 through 11. And what happens is the production goes from Metro Boomin and illangelo to Max Martin and Oscar Holter. Well, Max Martin, firstly, he works with pop artists, so you have that pop influence there. Max Martin is contributing as a writer and as a producer, so he's given that pop feel that you're not feeling on those songs with just Metro Boomin and illangelo and the Weeknd. And Oscar Holter has worked for artists like Charlie XCX, Carly Rae Jepsen, Christina Aguilera, etc. Really, Oscar Holter is a dream pop artist. So that's why you're getting that influence, because you have Oscar Holter who introduces himself at that point in the album. And I actually shouldn't even say he introduces himself there, because Oscar Holter also produces some tracks earlier in the album, such as Hardest to Love and Scared to Love. And as I listened to this album through my 3rd or 4th listen to wrap it up, I kind of notice, like, my favorite songs are the ones where Oscar Holter and Max Martin are contributing. Sure, I love the Weeknd and illangelo, Metro Boomin on Alone Again, Too Late. I don't think there are any bad songs in this album. I pretty much enjoyed every song. I feel like this is a great album. This is the most I've enjoyed a Weeknd album since probably Beauty Before the Madness. And I think I like this. I'll revisit this more than I revisited some songs on Beauty Before the Madness. But, you know, some songs are just classic, like Go Tell Your Friends About It. You know, you can't beat that. Or The Hills, you can't beat that. But I will say this is one of my favorite projects. I definitely like it more than Starboy. I think the added touch of the Weeknd going more into dream pop and adding that influence with Oscar Holter and Max Martin, that is what makes After Hours that much more interesting. It gives it that extra push that it wouldn't have gotten if it were just, you know, the Weeknd doing his signature songs like Faith, like the first half of Alone Again, Until I Bleed Out, which is, you know, just completely broken down not in a bad way, but, you know, in terms of production and what he's singing about vocally, it's very stripped down to the core. You just hear the Weeknd kind of just, you know, yearning there in a song, and that's kind of the signature thing he does. So I think if we were given an album full of that, we would still enjoy it. But I think the fact that he threw in that dream pop, and my favorite songs on this album, Hardest to Love, Scared to Live, Blinding Lights, In Your Eyes, Save Your Tears. Again, I pretty much like every song, but those are the ones that stand out to me and on my first couple listens. You come back to me in a couple weeks to a month, I might have new favorite songs. But I think that, you know, just added touch of dream pop really helped the Weeknd out here. So great album. If I had to rate it, I'll give this 4 stars. You know, just off 4 listens. It's been a day. I haven't really sat with this, haven't really listened to it in different settings. So the rating could more than likely is going to go up or it can go down. I don't see it going down. He delivered. The Weeknd delivered here. He tried some different things production wise, but he also stayed in the pocket that we know him for. And yeah, this is amazing album. So great job by the Weeknd. After Hours. If you're not already subscribed, just go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers so we can go ahead and get some merch going. Might end up doing a vlog for y'all. You know, we in the car with it now with the camera. You know, why not just take the camera, you know, everywhere? I feel like we get better lighting outside too. So yeah, go ahead, support the kids, subscribe. If you see an ad, let the ad play, click the ad, you know, support us so we can keep growing. Anyways, top 5 rapwebsite.com. Peace.